The best or nothing.
And himself, Matt Atchity is
I call
here
him Matchity.
Matchity.
That's what you are on Twitter.
That's what I am on Twitter. That's what people have been calling me that for years.
Let's talk about a couple of movies that I'm dying to see. I love documentaries.
Okay.
Chimpanzee. We just talked to Dr. Jane Goodall yesterday.
Yeah, this is a good movie. 70% on the tomato meter, narrated by Tim Allen. It's a story of a young baby chimp that becomes separated from its parents and has to kind of fend for itself.
Until it's adopted or taken in.
It's a pretty good movie. It's one of Disney Nature's better films. And
something for the kids, or
something for the kids.
Okay.
They're going to really like
and the adults.
And the adults.
Well, I have a question for you. So you have Tim Allen, which gives you Tim Allen.
Like a little lightness.
So let's say you got George Clooney. Does he get a higher rating?
That's a good question.
Or Morgan Freeman, who seems to narrate all of those.
Exactly.
Now, he gets taken in by an older chimpanzee, a male, which, you know, it's light and bright, it's Disney, but let's face it, in all of those animated movies, the mother dies. So I was, like, very concerned about this.
Well, that makes for a more dramatic story, right?
Yeah.
Because if somebody's parents, I've always had this argument with a friend of mine, is that if somebody's parents are still alive and they go off on some adventure, you spend the whole movie thinking,
they're going to go back.
Where are their parents? How could you let Little Red Riding Hood go off in the woods by herself? Where are her parents?
It's so true. Let's talk about another documentary that is going to be outstanding. Bob Marley.
Yes, Marley opens this weekend. It's in limited release, but you can see it in L.A. It's playing at the ArcLight, among other places.
Have you seen it?
It's fantastic. 94% on the tomato meter.
94, and the great part is his family agreed to be part of it. They've been asked for many years since his death, 30 years or so, to be involved in documentaries, and they've always said no. They agreed.
Exactly. Kevin McDonald directed this. He's an Oscar-winning filmmaker. This is a fantastic movie. He's really got a sense for the dramatic, so he's got great access from the family. He makes a really dramatic story. You learn why Bob Marley is the legend he is, what turned him into a legend, what made him transcend just the local reggae scene, how important and how he kind of got dragged unwillingly into politics.
Yes.
It's really an impressive movie, and if you're at all interested in any aspect of Marley's music or life, I strongly recommend this film.
Ganja?
You know, they do talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, that's all part of Jah and
yeah, I mean,
the life.
you know, the Rastafarian religion does talk about, you know, that's part of that religion.
Goes back to Haile Selassie.
Yeah.
Does it speak to the family? He had so many kids, and his wife.
Talks about his family.
Shot.
It talks about how, you know, the assassination attempt.
Yes.
It talks about how, you know, his illness that took him so early, and through a combination of you know, kind of bad medical advice and not really taking care of himself. You know, and it kind of adds this sadness to the film. But
there were also a lot of conspiracy theories when he died. Is that in the film at all?
Not as much as you'd think. I mean, not as much as at least, you know, the conspiracy theorists would like to hear.
But they touch on the politics
but they do,
in that
aspect.
They
definitely. I mean, this is the guy who brought, you know, on stage two of the, you know, real political rivals on stage to shake hands.
Yeah.
All right, now to a completely different movie. This is the one with Zac Efron.
Yes. Yes, the lucky one. Based on a Nicholas Sparks story. If you have to see this, you are not the lucky one. Sorry, it's only 22% on the tomato meter. Not very good. You know, I mean, Zac Efron's a really nice guy.
Is it for a certain audience, though?
If you like the Nicholas Sparks films, you know.
Do you like any of them? What about the one? What's the one where everybody cried? The guys.
I will say this movie is no Notebook.
The Notebook.
Oh, I love The Notebook.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
The Notebook was
incredible. If you want to see something sappy from Nicholas Sparks, you're better off watching The Notebook again.
Do you guys both think The Notebook is sappy? Because I thought it was really good, and I'm not a chick flick lover.
I know we're ready. Remember the story I told you? I'm sitting in the theater. I got my baseball hat pulled down because I had some tears in my eyes. And I look over another row. There's another guy with a baseball hat. He's got it pulled down.
Right? It was Bill.
That was a different one. All right, Matt, you're on your way over
to
the newsroom doing
Google Plus Hangout
with Maria.
Do that with